With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Mahomes to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Ready. 18 Gators. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Manning. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. They'll run with Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Here's Phil Dawson now for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
6-0 our score after one.
Ready? Like 50. Don't get nervous.
Manning now on first down. This will be caught by Randy Moss. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Check 13. Check 13. Any weapon. Use the mark. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Joker, 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 joker. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. You draw quarters. Shoot.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Showing it.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
So after the INT, it's Manning. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Manning. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Manning to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski.
Ready. Head over. Take 3. 2-3. Chop. We grip.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Down. 18 Gators.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports. He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 5-yard go-ahead touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Leo! Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Go.
On first down, Manning. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Randy Moss, 46 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And touchdown. DK Metcalf, 64 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 50. Now a hit and a loose football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery. But
blitz coming, and down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis? Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now here's Mahomes. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Metcalf. Touchdown! DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what it... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Another try after the first down sack. Manning, and his throw here's incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Dawson's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Randy Moss, 79 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big stop, let's go.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, 57, 57, 43, 43.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Manning. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Manning now on 1st down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gronkowski, the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now Manning, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. The 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 65 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded at the goal line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Manning is going to let this one go deep. And Manning intercepted a third time. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Now Mahomes gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone.